Because of his grotesque appearance, he was forcibly locked into an iron mask and imprisoned in a dark, sunless dungeon for years. No one ever spoke to him. His only contact was a priest who visited monthly to chant scriptures and offer prayers. This time, the priest dropped a corpse, also wearing an iron mask, at his feet. The prisoner stared in shock, and the priest whispered that he planned to save him using a body swap. The priest then told the guards that the masked man had died from the plague. At the mention of plague, the guards panicked. Fearing infection, they quickly kicked the priest out. The priest, using a clever trick, managed to smuggle the real masked man out. With help from a few old friends, they finally removed the iron mask. Though his face was hidden beneath scraggly facial hair, it was clear the prisoner was just a teenager. His eyes, however, were empty, completely devoid of life, like a soul that had vanished. The three musketeers exchanged uncertain glances, wondering if the rescue had been worth it. But once the boy had been bathed and cleaned up, he re-emerged, and the men were stunned. He looked exactly like King Louis XIV. The real Louis was a hedonist, obsessed with pleasure and women, utterly neglecting affairs of state. And now, he had his eye on a new target. The king released a horned boar into the palace square and ordered the crowd to chase it down. Then, he triggered a hidden mechanism that trapped a man named Christie in the square. With the crowd cut off, Christie had no choice but to take the only exit, a quiet, isolated path. Louis followed, hoping to use his royal status to win Christie over. But to his shock, Christie was already engaged. Just as Louis was about to force himself on her, a hidden assassin sprang from the shadows. Fortunately, the captain of the guards reacted just in time and saved Louis. Enraged and humiliated, Louis stabbed the captain to death. When he turned back around, he saw Christie walking away, safely in the arms of her fiancé. Days later, angry peasants rioted and surrounded the palace. The food Louis had distributed was so disgusting even pigs wouldn't eat it. When the new captain of the guards reported this to Louis, the king brushed it off and impatiently gave a half-hearted order. But that moment would plunge Louis into a disaster unlike anything he'd ever faced.